We continue here live from Peoria, Arizona side of Mariners Spring Training. It's Wyman and Bob, Seattle Sports on 710, and we get a chance to speak to a man a lot of people are buzzing about out here, Dave. I don't know if he's comfortable having this many people talk about his body. We'll find out. He's with us right now. Ty France is here. How are you, man?
I'm good, guys. How you doing?
Good.
It's a way to make things awkward.
Well, let's just get it out of the way because it's honestly, I'm sure you've been asked 8 million times about it, but everybody's talking about, wow, did you see Ty France? He looks like he's just in a completely different shape and the work and this and that. Have you been answering a lot of questions about it, and B, does it make you uncomfortable?
No, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. It just goes to show, a little diet change and exercise can benefit. But no, I feel great. This offseason was really good for me. Did a lot of work, physically, swing side of it too. So I've answered a couple, 2 or 3 questions about the body, but no, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. It's fine.
So tell us about your swing and the little things that you worked at Driveline, which I think is fascinating. We talked to the guy down at Driveline, really interesting conversation. But was it like, did they make you uncomfortable? How big of a change? Would people even be able to notice the things that you worked on down there?
I think if you really studied my swing, yeah, you'll be able to do it. But just watching me, play a game, probably not.
Yeah.
They're really good at figuring out how to make the body efficiently work. And mine, my lower half was going one way, my upper half was going the other way. My hands were getting out in front of my body. So there's a lot of science behind it that, they help me clean a lot of stuff up mechanically that I didn't even – I knew I was doing but didn't know how to fix it. And then on top of that, just adding bat speed. So
do those things just gradually happen for you, and then you look there and go, "Wow, I'm way off," or is it something that happens abruptly? Does it happen over a long period of time when you get out of whack?
I think, for me it stems back to when I had that injury in 22 when I got my elbow ripped off,
right,
or my arm ripped off against Oakland, and manipulating my swing, trying to tweak things just so I could go out and play every day. Bad habits crept in, and I wasn't able to get away from that. So being able to sit down with them and them show me like, hey, this is what you're doing, this is what you need to do, this is how we're going to do it, was very helpful.
As far as the diet, the change there, is that a recommendation from them? Is that something you just said to yourself, man, I need to change this, I need to get stronger, leaner, whatever? What was the motivation for that?
I think it was more personally. I just, every offseason I try to, get in the best shape possible, and, really took it to heart this offseason. Just, there wasn't too many changes. It was just a couple diet changes, and then the workouts stayed pretty similar, maybe a little more intense, but for the most part, it's something I try to do every offseason, but, had a little better results this offseason.
Do you feel different?
Yeah, I feel good. Just moving around out on the field, I feel like I'm a little quicker, a little more explosive, able to move side to side better, so definitely feel it.
As far as the culture this year, what's changed? What's different from your perspective? Whether it's a player that's added or, just a different attitude.
Yeah, I think, the way we ended things last year, we were a little bit shocked as a team. We expected to make the playoffs last year, and when we didn't, we were kind of just sitting around the locker room like, okay, what do we do now? And so having that feeling of we should be in the playoffs and we're not, I think a lot of guys took that to heart this offseason and came into camp ready to go. And they made a lot of good additions this offseason, and we're excited to have these guys here. And in my time being here, I think this is the most complete team we've had.
How hard is it to get over that disappointment of the season? Is it a week? All right, putting that behind me, and now I'm focused on the upcoming season. Is that something that you kind of hang on to that drives you? How do you treat that?
I think it's different for every guy. Some guys take it a little more personal than others. A lot of us use it as motivation to get back here and just get back to work. I know a lot of guys don't like to take too much time off in the off season. They just kind of use it to get going and get ready for camp.
How about you, Ty? How much can you tolerate taking off? I know a lot of guys get nervous if they think they're taking too much time off, but for you personally?
Yeah, I've kind of over the years I've developed a pretty good off-season routine and when I need to get going. And this year was a little bit earlier just because the driveline aspect. I did my first eval with them right after Thanksgiving, so I wanted to make sure I was in shape enough swing-wise to go in and feel comfortable. I didn't want that to be my first time swinging in the off-season. So I started a little bit earlier this year, but yeah, for the most part, guys, everyone's different.
You worked with one of the greats of all time, Tony Gwyn, who kind of helped form your I guess your base, if you will. Mm-hmm. How much of what you're doing now is complementing that, or is there a counter to it? Like, oh, I was doing this because that's what Tony showed me, but now I'm doing the opposite. How much is still incorporated from what he taught you?
Yeah, I think the curse and the blessing with working with Coach Gwyn was he was just so good at hitting that he's very good at explaining things in a simple aspect. To where it was just get in position, take your best swing. To where not all of us are as blessed as he was to be able to hit the ball like that. So for a lot of us, it takes a little bit more work, a little more thinking. So as far as taking the approach and the simplicity of the swing, I still use that aspect, but mechanically, looking into all the data and stuff, it's a little more intense.
Can you tell us about the band? All we know about it is that Logan got kicked out.
Yeah,
I think Cal told us that, and he was happy to tell us that. He thought it was funny.
You like to share.
No, the guys did a really great job. You never know what to expect with I think there was 8 of them. You never know what to expect when you throw them together after one day of practice, and they did a really great job. I don't think anyone was disappointed with their performance.
You're not part of it, though.
No, I was not.
It's always impressive to me that all of a sudden a guy gets up and like, wow, you know how to play an instrument. That's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
Trent Thornton, he's electric on the harmonica.
Really?
On the harmonica, and JP, lead singer.
Really?
Lead singer.
Is that sarcasm or being
No,
serious?
No, he was great.
Really?
Yeah.
And
wow.
you couldn't play tambourine or something?
No, I let them take care of that.
No rhythm.
I'm musically challenged.
Are you somebody that'll crack on Logan? He feels like he's everybody's favorite target. He takes it well. I got to give him credit, man. He just seems like he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I used to give Logan a lot. I mean, I still do give him a hard time, but his first couple of years, I wore him out pretty good, and it ended up biting me in the butt because Scott made me take him to dinner 2 years ago for messing with him. So I kind of throttled back a little bit so we don't have to go to dinner anymore.
Did he eat a lot? He ordered big?
I don't remember. It actually ended up being a big group of us going. So, he used to be, one of my punching bags, but not anymore.
I think wasn't he the one?
He
that
was
told
the
us
one. You said
he's getting froggy.
He's getting a little froggy, like he's getting a little cocky
He's
here in
growing
his second, third year.
No, he's definitely earned it. So.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm really excited for this year. And are you a guy, by the way, that looks at the schedule and like how far out? Like whenever we talk to football players, they're like, I don't know who we play after this game. I'm just looking at. But do you take a look at at least the first half of the schedule and just kind of try to get mentally prepared for whatever road trips and things like that?
We'll definitely take a look, but we play so many games that it's hard to keep track of when we're leaving, where we're going. But I think it's important for us this year to just get off to a hot start. The last few years we've started off slow, and we missed playoffs by one game. So I think it's important this year we kind of start off on the right foot. It'll be big for us.
On the heels of your appearance on the podcast with our buddy Adam Ray, have you had more requests now? People want you on their podcast, want to talk to you about something outside of baseball?
Not too much. Not too much. He did a great job with that one, though. That was a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I've had a couple here and there, but nothing crazy.
You like talking about things outside of baseball, though, or you get tired of baseball questions? Like, yeah, I've answered the same thing 100 times.
Baseball questions are easy. Yeah, like you said, we answer these questions kind of repetitively. So, it kind of becomes what we're good at. So
you get a chance to see our buddy Adam Ray?
I haven't seen him yet. No.
Did you go to any of his performances?
I haven't. No, I need to go check one out.
He does well. He does well.
Good.
Hey, man, we always appreciate you cutting out time. Know you're really busy, so we appreciate it, and of course, wish you the best this season, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.